Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they interplay in this one. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it all...
On first down, Galvin, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Holcomb, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Carried by number 33.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
On 2nd down now, it's Hudson, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
3-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's Hudson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And his kick is indeed good.
Field goal is good.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Score Browns 3, Dolphins 0.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The quarterback sacked.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Galvin. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
At the 23-yard line. A gain of 8.
Operating from the gun. Holcomb looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
At their own 44-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First down.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 15. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson.
The pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Browns.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
The pass.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain
25 yards that time.
1st down, Cleveland.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Hudson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 5. And the Browns.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Another carry for the running back.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
From 4 yards out. And once again, the Browns are back in front. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll run on first down. Galvin, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Up 2nd and 5.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun. Holcomb. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 3rd down, Galvin. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
Running back again, the ball.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, Galvin.
The 32-yard line.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Holcomb. Cooper's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Operating from the gun. Holcomb firing quickly here, and that's complete.
13 more yards.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Holcomb. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
That's good for another.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, Galvin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Another carry for the run.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2.
Looking to throw on second down. Holcomb throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
For a Miami Dolphin. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Holcomb, and this is caught. It's Cooper.
Pass.
And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good.
Is good.
And that will knot us up at 10.
The game at 10.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Complete to number 46. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Cleveland.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Manning. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
A gain of 14. First down.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A gain of
7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Back to throw here. On the move to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Makes the score Browns 13, Dolphins 10.
So put 3 on the board, but from that far in the enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline, talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 40-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Complete.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Miami set to take over. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Holcomb, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On third down, Galvin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. But guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. The Bengals trying to get to 2-0, and they've got the lead on the road. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Cowboys at halftime. The Cowboys needing to hold on and win this one on the road to avoid falling to 0-2. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Browns to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll run on first down. It's Hudson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Hudson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
3rd down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Number 28.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Holcomb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Holcomb is back.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Galvin. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Right back to him on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. On the delay, here's Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st down, it's Hudson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
7-yard line.
Second and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And now running right through him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now as he gets to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
The pass.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
Dolphins 10.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. That hasn't been the case so far in this game, so maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Number 22.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Operating from the gun. Holcomb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. They'll look to throw, and this is incomplete.
No good. That keeps the score. Browns 22.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll run on first down. Galvin, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Galvin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, Holcomb And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Miami set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Holcomb, throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Holcomb. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
4 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete.